Hello, I'm Clarice Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is today's tarot for all signs for Tuesday, the 12th of March, 2024. I noticed that there was a new moon that bypassed us there on the 10th. Bypassed me because I don't know what happens, but sometimes I'm using Apple stuff. Sometimes it just the events, they don't pop up there and show me. I look, you see me looking every time I do this show. I look at my calendar there to see what it is, and then I'll do the reading for the day. And I don't know, it didn't show me that new moon thing. Anyway, that was 2 days ago. The energies are still right anyway. I just didn't say it's the new moon and whatever. Tuesday the 12th. I hope you're doing well. I have a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. In there, I give mini reads, amongst other things, 1-question readings. Now, you can book in for one of those on my website, BeHealing.com. Find a link for that in the description box below, and also up there too. You can book in at any time because I do all the pre-book readings right at the start of the next live show, then send you the link to the replay so you can watch it back, so you don't need to be able to make it live to get one of those 1-question readings that are available to everybody. Alternatively, come live. You can book while I'm live too. I also offer private readings from my website, BeHealing.com. It's the only way to book in with me. Don't respond to the scammers. I will never contact you like those scammers do. It's always a scam when they're trying to like get you on WhatsApp and stuff like that. That's not me. I don't have the time to do stuff like that. I'm making these videos, and then you need to book in with me only on my website, BeHealing.com, not any other way. Anyway, you can find a link for that in the description box below, and also up there too. I get them out within 48 hours of you ordering them. Now, there's 2 ways in which to win one of those private readings every single month. The first way is by being a subscriber to my channel, clicking like on this video, then leaving a comment. That'll get you one entry in. Do that as many times as you like on all my videos throughout the month, including my shorts. That'll get you many entries in. The second way is by checking out my pick a card reads. If you purchase the deeper dives, those extended readings that go with them, then that'll get you an entry into the second draw. So good luck with winning those. Now, what's in the energies for everybody today? Call forth the waves. Oh, so we want something to get going, even though it perhaps will bring disruption and perhaps more deeper emotions into our lives. We're like, bring it on, I'm ready. I want more now. I want something to happen. Calling forth the waves. That's the energy that comes up, like if we're just ready to confront something now, you know, perhaps there's been an emotional undercurrent going on in a certain relationship and you need to talk about it. It's something like that. Bring it on. Catalyst. And the universe could be helping you with that as well. Circumstances around that conducive to you bringing it on. Let's put it that way. So bringing it on. So the universe is on board with that. The universe agrees. Yes, it is time. It is time. Got strength and explore. So explore your options and be strong, and rescue. Ask for assistance when you need it. Help others when they ask for it. But don't go rescuing people because you think that they need rescuing. It always needs to be instigated by the other person. By the person who is in need of help. They need to realize that they're in need of help first. Because when we try and push our help on someone else, it's a judgment. We're making a judgment. It's going, you're not okay where you're at right now. And I'm not comfortable seeing you with a certain challenge, and I don't trust you to have your own guidance and deal with that challenge and get to it yourself. So I'm going to intervene and tell you, like, you need to do this. It's pure judgment, and we shouldn't do it. We shouldn't do it. So if you do feel a compulsion to do that, and I think as healers, helpers, we can get that urge to do that, just stay in your own lane. Check yourself, look at your own stuff, sort something out in your life instead. Way more powerful by doing that. Find yourself something to be getting on with in your own life, with your own stuff. Okay, so what's in the energies? We're taking things slowly. Knight of Pentacles, moving slowly towards something, but slow and steady wins the race. We've got a Tower as well, so there's a surprise, perhaps something falling apart. The Tower card comes out when the universe gets involved as well, and we've got this catalyst, and so the Tower moment could be the catalyst that allows you to call forth the waves. So we'll get into it when we get more cards out. Got the Hermit card, something about doing inner work, being alone. It doesn't have to be about being alone, it's just like doing the inner work. We can do it with people around us, you know, but it's still stuff to do within ourselves. I'm throwing the cards all over the place today. I've got the Knight of Swords rushing into something, but it's a long-term thing, right? So this is conflicting energy. I don't know why I'm throwing everything around. This is conflicting energy. We don't rush the long-term stuff. We're Knight of Pentacles in it. We're doing it by the book. We're going slowly. A Hierophant does it by the book. It doesn't rush. So let's put that to remind me. It's about rushy. Knight of Pentacles. When we're rushing, we tend to be coming from a fear of lack. Trying to grasp onto something, thinking it's not going to stick around. I better grab it fast, you know. Or just our nervous systems are just on edge. Rat race kind of thing, you know, where we just feel like rushing all the time. It's like, what is this even about? Why have I got this rushing energy? I find myself in that sometimes, you know. It's like I don't know, like I finish work and then I'm getting my dinner together and all of this, and I stop and I go, why am I rushing? Like, there's no race going on here. I've got nothing that I need to do. Slow down. So sometimes it's just our nervous system, because we've got like devices in our hands and computer screens, and there's a lot of like flashy stuff going on that hypers up. If you think about it, we're human beings, we're animals, we should be out in nature, you know. That's our happy place. That's why we get that relaxed nervous system when we're out in nature. However, even out in nature, got the vigilance thing going on. Now, when we're in front of a screen and there's this like, click this, like this offer here, blah, 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 all of that, it's like, oh, there's tigers everywhere. You know, that's how our nervous system is reacting to it, which is why screen time can be really damaging, right? And why it's good to pay for the no ad version of things, so you don't get that. Knight of Pentacles, taking it slowly. 10 of Inspiration, so that you don't take many burdens on. So whatever you're doing at the moment, don't take too much on. You know how I was talking about that rescue thing? Don't take too much on. Don't take other people's stuff on too. Advocating for ourselves, doing what's best for us. And that doesn't make you selfish. That makes you more balanced when you're a loving, giving person. It's all good. Don't worry about it. This is just like learning how to get yourself into balance. So taking things slowly, so you don't take on other people's burdens, what isn't yours, and it's all good. The Tower, though, here comes the catalyst, where the universe steps in and is making something happen. What is this about? I'm throwing it all over the place. Why the Tower? 10 of Materials, because of building something for the long term. It's like a happily ever after card, this, but it's more about your house, your home, your career, the stuff that you build, the actual stuff. So something could be falling apart today to build something even better for you, that's really more right for you, righter for you. I don't know how else I can put that. So if something's falling apart in your life at the moment, don't worry about it, because it's because it's being replaced by something better. So the universe brings a catalyst to break something down. So it's like you're thinking about losing. No, you're not thinking about losing your job. You're thinking about quitting your job. You're thinking about a new career, and then you lose your job. And it's like, that's this energy, because there's something better to build. Or you're not sure, like you're not very happy within a relationship, but you haven't thought about breaking it up, and then they break up with you. That's this energy. It doesn't have to be something as big as that, but when I'm giving examples, I tend to give the really big, clear examples. It could be something a little bit more subtle than that, but a catalyst is happening because there's something better for you to build for your long term. Reunion of souls is behind that as well. So it could be about relationships, or it could be about your soul group. It could be like a soul working group, if you know what I mean, like the people that you're supposed to be working with. It could be something like that. But reunion of souls, yeah, it could be in your love life. So there could be relationships like faltering, falling apart, because your true person that you will be building with is perhaps in your life or on the way into your life. So the Hermit, so there's inner work to do. What's this all about? I think the call forth away says that there's emotional stuff that you're bringing in now, like a richer emotional experience. The Hermit. And I just feel like this is inner work that's got to do with something like that. That's what I feel like. The Tower, it's got to do with the Tower as well, and direct communication, to somebody saying something to you. Eight of Voices, trapped. Ace of Inspiration, wanting a passionate new start but feeling trapped. So it's to do with the Tower moment. So something is whipped out from underneath your feet, but it's to allow you to have an exciting start, a much more passionate start. So if you have been settling for less than you really want, the Tower happens. The Hermit card is saying it's like it's right for you and your journey. Do the inner work to accept it and know that it's for your benefit. It's not against you. You're not being punished by whatever's happening today. It's for your benefit. There's something much better, because the Ten of Materials and the Ace of Inspiration is there. So with the Eight of Inspiration being there, you're actually being protected from something here. Yeah, and there could be direct communication about it too. Feminine energy, so go with the flow and receive this. Receive it like it's a big gift. What if this is for me rather than against me? Ask yourself that, especially if it's something that's jarring, because two Tower cards, you know, it's not necessarily the most pleasant experience, but if you're seeing it from the point of view, it's like, this is for my favor, I'm working in my favor, this is for me, not against me. I just perhaps can't see it yet, but I'm open to learning how it is for me. Knight of Swords and the Hierophant, these contradictory energies, rushing into something long term, it doesn't make sense. You've got to take things slowly so we don't pick up other people's burdens. Seven of Materials is about investing in things. So we each have 24 hours in a day, and we get to decide how we invest those. I like to try and invest at least 9 hours into sleep. Not that I get 9 hours of sleep each time, but 9 hours of my day is invested into that. So I'm trying to get to sleep, or I'm winding down, or whatever. Because that's important to me. My recovery is important to me. I invest a couple of hours into exercise every day as well, because I'm really into that. In fact, more than that, because I invest time, a few hours each day, into learning, which is often multitasking as well. So I'll be listening to health, fitness podcasts or something like that while I'm doing something else. Not while I'm working, because I can't do that. I invest time into work each day, and that's important to me too. Now, so with our investments comes what we prioritize in our lives, and it's going to be different for each of us. So each of us have got like different priorities, and that's cool. You'll want to specialize in something that's important to you, rather than being like bland across the board. Like school teaches us to be bland and across the board, so we have a solid foundation for whatever we want to go into, really. I don't think it works that well, because that's not life, right? We have to specialize in something, because we only have 24 hours in each day, and so we have to pick and choose of what we're going to invest our time in. And that's what this is. Seven of Materials. It's out with the Seven of Inspiration. The Seven of Inspiration is about protecting that. So you get to decide what you want to invest your time in. So we've all seen those people that are really successful and they have a lot of money. They're the ones that they invest a lot of time in business and stuff like that, but with the exclusion of all of other things, really, like relationships and emotional well-being, and perhaps sleep, probably sleep. And we all know that, right? We've seen that the people that are super successful, that have a really lot of money, are so out of balance, and like I wouldn't want that. And often we learn that we don't want to be around people like that as well, because they tend not to have spent any time on the emotional intelligence and relationships and developing those skills and all of that kind of thing. So it just depends on what balance you want. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. I do think that we need people in the world that are totally specialized like that, and will move the needle, will move the evolvers forward by kind of sacrificing themselves and being like really out of balance. But to me personally, I want balance. I want balance with a bit of specialization, because I'm into the inner work, my business, sports, fitness, and inner work, relationships. That's my mix. What's your mix? Let me know. So rushing in, but really we should be doing things by the book. protecting yourself and what you invest your time in. So perhaps it's time to map out your day and like that and see where you are investing your time and like, is this what is most important to me, and do I need to make a change here? Because something's got to give. Something's got to give, and it shouldn't be you, right? It shouldn't be you and your priorities. So make sure that you're investing your time with your priorities and don't rush into things. Because we can be told, right? We can be told, it seems like society is telling us that this, and this should be important to you, right? That happens. That happens a lot to me. People say, especially with me living in this resort, right? It's quite expensive compared to what I could get. And people say, why don't you could spend a lot less money by living somewhere else. It's like, because I don't want to do that. That's why. It's because living here, they do the things for me that I don't want to do, so that I can invest my time in the things that I want to do. It's worth it to me, because I'm not just living here, I'm working here too. And like, other people don't get that because their priorities are different. And I get that. They wouldn't choose this, but this is right for me. And you might find yourself in the same situation. There's movement into balance behind that, of course. I think, even though the balance is a personal choice for me, and even though I see that there is value in people being unbalanced, I think they are sacrificing themselves and their happiness really by not being in balance, but they do help. I mean, they do help evolve us, like the world. Like, think technology. Think of the people that have really made big, strides forward in all of that kind of stuff. They're the ones that have been out of balance for sure. But I like balance. I like to think that I can have it all. I'm not going to be super successful because I just don't want to invest that much time in this and energy. Other things are important to me. I don't find money that important really, although it is important because it gives me the the funds to live here where I want to live and do the things that I want to do. And but I don't need to have an excess of it. I've got no need for an excess of it. I've got no need for an excess of it, realizing that I would have to invest even more of my time into my business and all of that in the pursuit of money. It's just not for me. So all about balance. But your baseline for what's important to you, and making sure that what you're investing in is really important to you, and don't let the world tell you what's important. Reflection. This is our love lives, by the way. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and faith that all will work out for the best. Some of you could be seeing somebody, interested in someone, but they've got perhaps their own balance and investments to sort out at the moment. I mean, these energies are about for everybody, right? What else in our love lives? So give yourself space as well. That Hermit card, especially to deal with this Tower. Reflect on your priorities. What have I just been saying? I love it when the cards just like, I say all the things, and then the cards go, yep, she's right, yep, and that too. What else in our love lives? We've got passion. Oh, and heartbreak. I just had like a vision then of two people in a relationship, perhaps really busy with a lot of things, perhaps so busy that they only get to spend the night with each other and sleep, and not even enough time to talk it through or share it with it, but there's just like a closeness, and I'm like, I've had a big day, and the other person, yeah, I've had a big day too, and then just being together, it was kind of sweet. So, and heartbreak, I don't know why heartbreak is coming up, but for some of you, there could be passionate options that are just passionate, let's put it that way. Someone that kind of just wants your body, or you just want their body, and there can be heartbreak that goes along with that. Because if we choose that, and then we realize that we are that we're being treated like a piece of meat, and it's like, sometimes we've got to realize, well, I chose that, so what am I expecting? It's, you kiss a frog, you've got to expect it to be a frog, not a prince. It ain't going to turn into a prince. It's still going to be a frog. If it starts that way, it's going to be that way. And then you can't lament going, they're not seeing me, and they're not loving me, and they don't want to know me. It's like, well, yeah, because that's what it was. Say no to it if that's not what you want. Got good timing, holding on and using. So some of you with that energy could be holding on to someone that's actually using you. and it's just a physical thing. But there's a crossroads here. There's a choice to make, and it's good timing for you to make that. Some of you could be realizing, yeah, I just need to say no to those lust kind of offers, and in myself as well, when I am giving lusty kind of offers, and actually realize that it's, you know, way more. There's more important things. Wealth. Some of you, this reading is about a money path and whether the pursuit of more money is actually that important to you. It could be. It could be some of you that you need to realize actually is, I want to have more so that I've got more freedom, or so that I can, you know, because for some people, if you work smarter and you make more money, then that money can be invested into other things, you know. Like a lot of my money is spent on health and fitness. That kind of thing. Anyway, carrot, opportunity and windfall. Opportunity or windfall. So we could be today getting ourselves aligned with, like, what kind of money do I want coming in? If I invest more of my time into that, then I could invest the money and my time from that into this other thing. But this stuff that I've been doing for other people, perhaps, or this thing that I'm not that interested in, it's not that important to me, that just needs to go. You know, it could be that. That's that 10 of inspiration, right? But take your time with this. 9 of Pentacles. Older man and not unsuccessful plans with an older man. And beetle, good fortune. But there's a lot of like good juju with money in this reading, and sorting out priorities for sure. Well, think of a yes or no answer question, because I've got a red and green crystal in this bag. I'm going to pick one out very shortly for our answer, but this is just a bit of fun because it's a general reading, not a personal reading. If you want to pull a crystal out of my bag for a specific question that you've got, and cards out of my decks, then you might want to book in for a 1-question reading on my website, behealing.com. I'll pop a link for it down there, and also in the description box down there, and also up there too. I do those in the live show or right at the start if you pre-booked it, and then I'll send you the link to the replay, so everyone can get one of those, whether you can make it live or not. Or if you've got lots of questions, or you want a detailed full reading about something, or general reading, you can put yourself in for one of those. I'll pop a link for that in the description box below, and also up there too, especially for those of you that have got a lot of questions that need answering. Get those out within 48 hours if you're ordering them. So how best to deal with these energies today? I can't pick it up. The sun. Oh, what makes you happy? What makes your inner child happy? That's a good one. When you're making decisions, what makes your inner child happy? Especially for those of you that have been making good decisions in your life for a long time and you're really enjoying your life. You've got a choice, and you might be trying to make that choice with your head, but what really makes your heart happy? What brings you joy? Which option brings you joy and makes you like giddy, happy, puts a smile on your face and makes you feel joyous? Choose those. Invest your time in those. So think of a yes or no answer question now, and pause the video if you're not ready for your answer. Someone outside my window. Your answer is no. Don't do it. There you go. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into the prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. I do one of these today's tarot every single day of the year. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show. Come along sometime. We'd love to virtually meet you and perhaps read for you. And I make 3 love picker card reads a week as well. You can find one of those right there, right now, or is that next if you want. Well, have the best day ever, and I'll see you tomorrow.